Have you ever wondered what would happen if your brain couldn't produce dopamine anymore? No energy, no motivation, you wouldn't even get up to save your own life. And this isn't just imagination. In 1999, scientists at the University of Washington ran a shocking experiment on mice. They engineered the mice so they couldn't produce dopamine. The result? Even though food was right in front of them, they didn't have the strength to get up, and eventually starved to death. This experiment shows how vital and essential dopamine really is. But here's the thing. Dopamine is only good as long as it's in balance. Once it goes beyond a certain level, instead of driving you forward, it pulls you down into addiction, restlessness, and even depression. In my previous video, I explained why this happens in detail. But in this video, I want to get straight to the point. How to detox your mind and body from excess dopamine. Step 1. Cut off the toxic sources. The first step might sound simple, but it's one of the most powerful. Delete Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. I know what you're thinking. No way, not Instagram, I need it. But let's be real for a second. Do you really need it? If you don't watch Reels today, will your life fall apart? Will the world end? Most likely the answer is no. So the best thing you can do is cut off these endless dopamine streams and give your brain a chance to reset. Step 2. Break bad habits. Now it's time to deal with your destructive habits. We humans build our identity around the things we do every day. When we say Sarah is a hardworking student, we're connecting her daily actions to her identity. So if you want to change, you need to shift your identity first. Most people think they need to train for years, win medals, and then finally call themselves an athlete. But the truth is the opposite. You need to see yourself as an athlete first, then act like one. Now take a moment and think. How many times a day do you repeat habits that give you short-term pleasure but no real value? Things like watching porn, constant self-gratification, or other forms of instant pleasure. These habits flood your brain with dopamine for a moment, but in the long run, they drain you and make you weaker. The way out is to change your identity and build the discipline to leave those habits behind. Step 3. Build positive habits. Once you remove the bad habits, you need to replace them with positive ones. Visualize the best version of yourself. The person with a strong, fit body, who loves working out, who's skilled, maybe speaks multiple languages, or even runs a successful business. Ask yourself, what habits does that version of me have? And just as important, what habits does he not have? Does that higher version of you spend hours scrolling through Reels or watching porn? Of course not. So align your identity with that version of yourself and start living like the person you want to become. That's how you'll naturally move from your shadow self to your higher self. I'll soon be releasing a full playlist about the journey from shadow self to higher self. So if you don't want to miss out, hit that subscribe button and join our community. And remember, your best self is already waiting for you. All you need to do is start today.